Hey guys, just thought I would hop on here to show you and walk you through a little bit how I meal plan. So, in my Google folders, I have a bunch of different meal plans that I've either created before or some blank templates. The one I mostly use looks like this. I have my container count, calorie count over here. So I get 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 teaspoons. Actually, this is not the editable version, but I've already started one for next week. You can see right here. This is a Google Doc, so I can edit right in it and I can add my workouts. So every morning I always have my shake for breakfast with a banana, peanut butter, and almond milk. It's just what I do. Some people have it for a snack. Some people have it for dessert at another time, but that's where I like to put mine in. And then I put what I'm going to have for my snack, because I always have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then 2 snacks, a morning snack and an afternoon snack. So I went ahead and I started searching on Pinterest and the Beachbody blog for some different recipes, or maybe some recipes that I've already had that I want to make again. Tomorrow, Brittany is going to be going on, and she's going to be talking about where you can find some awesome 21-day fix recipes, and that other recipes that relate to our container counts. So I'm not going to go into too much about that, but so I decided I'm going to make honey mustard chicken thighs Sunday night. So this is actually going to be leftovers right here. And then I always like to link my recipe right into my Google Doc so that I can easily refer to it when I'm cooking, and I don't have to go searching, thinking about where I put that recipe. And then right below it, I always put like how much I'm going to eat of it. So not all recipes that you find off the internet are going to have the container counts for you, but oftentimes after you're done making it, you can measure it out with the containers. So when I have my honey mustard chicken thighs, I'm going to measure out 2 reds, or maybe 1.5 red, depending on how I feel. I'm going to measure out 1 green, which I'm going to make broccoli with it. And then my orange is probably going to be the marinade that's on the honey mustard dressing. And so that's how I made that there. And when I'm feeling really crafty, I will go in and I will change the colors to relate to my containers. If I'm lazy, I probably won't do it, but that's how I go ahead and do that. And then for dinner, I'm going to have unstuffed peppers on Monday. You can see I linked the recipe right in here. These were recipes I found off Pinterest. And then I wrote, so like I know I have 1 red left for dinner because I had 1 for breakfast and 2 for lunch. And then I know I'm going to have 2 greens left over because I only had 1 for lunch. And then I didn't have a blue yet, so I'm going to have a blue with some cheddar. And if I'm feeling crafty again, I will go ahead and change those colors. This was just an extra space for linking the recipes, but I actually do like to go, and I figured why not just link the title of the recipe rather than having to add another column. So I'll probably delete that. And then I'll go through and enter whatever my workout is for that Monday. Same thing with the Tuesday. And the way that I meal prep is that I really like to cook, and I like to cook dinners. So whatever I have for dinner, I have for lunch the next day. So I'll literally just copy and paste this and put it for lunch for Tuesday. Now, it doesn't happen every day. And sometimes if I don't make dinner the night before, say I went out for dinner, I'll either bring leftovers or I may already have leftovers from a previous day. So sometimes I fill it in that way. But if you are someone that likes to prep a lot of things on Sunday, you could pick maybe 2 to 3 different lunch meals for the week. So you could make honey mustard chicken with broccoli, and then you could make unstuffed peppers, and you could have unstuffed peppers, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, you could have the honey mustard chicken for lunch, or you could switch it up however you want. And another thing I want to say is that just because I have written on here that I'm going to make unstuffed peppers on Monday does not necessarily mean that I'm going to. Yes, I like to follow the schedule, but it might work out better that I make it on Tuesday, or maybe I don't feel like having that, and so I make it on Tuesday. So the same thing would happen. I'd make it for Tuesday, but then I'd have it for lunch on Wednesday. So I'm not going to take up too much more time, but that's pretty much how I meal plan and meal prep. Like I said, a lot of people are different and they like to cook the same thing, which is totally fine, but the whole planning part of it, typing it out like this, I really like to do. Now, another option is I'm going to go into one of my challengers Google Docs I have for them. There are tons of different food trackers. Your coach can send you some if you don't already have some. There are also some on the beachbody.com website. And if you're more of a handwritten person, then you can use one of these. So this is a daily food tracker, so you can write these out for each day and then cross off your container counts here. So like if I were to do it this way, I would print off 7 of these and write my meals down for each one, handwritten. Another one is a little bit more overview where it looks like this. Pretty much the same thing, but a little bit more condensed version. I just like the way it keeps me organized, helps me track my containers. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I meal plan and prep. So after I find my recipes and I put everything into my meal planning document, I will then go through each link to my recipe and I will look at the ingredients. So like I'll know I'll have to get chicken. I already have mustard. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. And I might have to get like a lemon. So then I would go to below my document and I would start to create a grocery list. Or I also have an app where I create just like a grocery list on my app so that it's really easy as I'm going through the grocery store. So I would do that, and then let's say for unstuffed peppers, that's the wrong thing. Well, then I would go through and I would create my grocery list based on what I need through each meals that I'm going to be making. So I meal plan and put it into my document, make a grocery list, and then that means I'm ready to head to the grocery store. So usually I like to do this, if I get a head start, I'll do it during the week. If not, I'll do it Saturday or Sunday morning so that I'm ready to go to the grocery store and all ready for the week. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions or would like a copy of any of these documents, shoot me a message in the comments and I'd be happy to send them to you. Thanks.